Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Thank you all for joining us. Today is a special day because I have no regular video for you. So I wanted to kind of give you guys an understanding of what Heroes it is, what we're all about, how it came about, and what it's been, this journey that I've been on for the last 4 years. I've done over 450 videos so far, and I've traveled to 12 different states. I started the company with my son-in-law back in March of 2020, right in the midst of COVID. Wasn't the best time for us to go ahead and start Heroes Next Door because the ultimate goal was to travel to come see you guys and show you guys off. You guys are the true Heroes Next Door. We started out at my company where I was working at Minquist. That was our very first video. When we started in March of 2020, we didn't really know what to do other than to start sharing with you guys my personal experience of working as a paramedic firefighter. So I started out in my garage and we shot green screen. I appreciate each and every one of you, joining and subscribing at that time. Our first year took off like wildfire. I really appreciate each and every one of you that signed up from day one. I know there's a lot of you still on here that are subscribed. You guys are really making this channel move forward and encouraging me to continue to do this. And it's really exciting to bring you guys along in the journey of Heroes Next Door. There's a lot to see. If you guys are just joining the channel, go back and check out some of that kind of stuff. My ultimate goal is to travel to all 50 states and see at least one fire, police, and EMS station in all 50 states. Going back and looking at what we've been able to do and the footage that we've been able to shoot, we've seen 100-year-old fire companies, brand new fire companies, EMS stations, police stations. We've seen all the different rigs that are out there, whether it's a brush truck, whether it's a rescue, heavy rescue, whether it's an engine or an ambulance, the different styles of ambulances, everything that's out there, we were able to go film for you guys to give you an insight of what's out there. For those people that are not in the EMS or public service, that was a good way for us to kind of show you what it's all about. And the ultimate goal for me is to raise awareness of public service and get you guys as viewers encouraged to volunteer or even become a career person. We had some growing pains that we had to go through. I had to learn the things that I didn't know. I had to learn about YouTube. I had to learn how to edit. I had to learn how to film. So let me just kind of break that down a little bit. Audio is by far the hardest thing to get right.
Kind of sounds like what it's doing here too. I mean, you can still hear.
Because I talk like a typical Italian. I get really loud. Some of my hosts are really quiet, and I got to balance those out. We're in different environments, like an ambulance or a helicopter, that, plugging into an audio system, really spikes our audio up, and I have to adjust that. That is one of the biggest challenges that I currently still have, is trying to get that audio just right. I recruited my wife to come film when I can't get anybody else. I will have her come in and fill in if she's available. Talked about technical learning curves, learning how to film. Again, that is challenging too, because lighting is an issue. We go into dark areas, we work at night, we work 24 hours. So learning how to get those shots, and whether you're overexposed or underexposed, the different camera equipment that you need, what do you need to start? We started out because Harrison was with us with an iPhone and what they call an Osmo, DJI Osmo. That's what we started out with, and then we advanced up to a Sony 6300, which worked well for a very long time. We went to Denver, and that started to overheat quite a bit because Denver was much warmer while we were filming, so we had some issues with cooling and batteries. We had to start and stop multiple times because the camera would overheat. So when I got home from Denver, I decided to add another camera, bought another Sony. That is a 6500. Has a little bit different features, but pretty much the same batteries, the same cards. Made it very easy for me to transition. I also had to, buy gimbals. So I have 2 different gimbals. And what a gimbal is a platform for your camera to sit on. So when you're walking around, you don't get bouncy up and down footage all the time. There is a time where you want to have some of that to kind of get you guys involved in what it feels like when we're there. So you're going to see some bouncy footage. That's just another technique to kind of get you involved. But a lot of times I put it on a gimbal. Even my iPhone, I put on a small gimbal to kind of smooth that out. Audio, as I mentioned before, is an issue. That's another technical growing pain is, what do we use as far as mics, whether we use a handheld mic, whether we use a lapel mic like I'm currently using. What do we use as far as audio itself? Do we just use the cameras? Do we just use the iPhone? Do we just use a portable mic, like a Zoom kind of mic? And what we ended up going with, Wireless Go's, right? Yeah, they're made by Rode. It's a wireless Go 2 system. And even this is kind of getting old, but I have the capability to have two different mics going to one camera. And that's really what we use. If you've seen some of my videos where I hand the mic around, that's because we only have two ways to have that mic connected to the camera. The other things that really I struggled with within my first year, and I'm still learning, is understanding YouTube itself. Learning the search engine optimization, keyword, what is a keyword, learning how to make thumbnails, do we use AI, do we not use AI, do we want more words on it, do we want less words on it, how does all that play into the algorithm of YouTube and push it forward to you guys so you can see the content that I'm bringing to you. Because a lot of times I put it out there and I feel that my content's not reaching the audience that I want it to reach, because there's a lot of us out there that would be interested in seeing what other people do. It's just not getting YouTube to push it, and that's my fault. I'm learning how to do that. I continue to learn every day, every week. Now, with that being said, what you may not understand is YouTube, in order to make any kind of money with YouTube, you have to be monetized. And what does that mean? I think it was like 40,000 hours of viewers and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers before you become monetized. And once you become monetized, for me, it's kind of like monopoly money, where you think you're like, oh, I'm going to start getting all kinds of money. It's a certain percentage of ad revenue that people pay into that you see on your pop-ups. I get a certain percentage of that from YouTube. If I put a video out on the weekend and I get 1,000 views from that, and someone pays, $12 for an ad to be run on my channel, I get a percentage of that, and it's usually like $2 or $3. One of the reasons I can't go see everybody all the time right away is because it's finance. It's all coming out of the Heroes Next Door budget, and I have to pay for my editor. I have to pay for the travel. When I travel to different locations, I got to bring a filmer with me. I got to pay that filmer. I pay all their expenses, their food, their travel, all that kind of stuff. So that all comes out of that Heroes Next Door budget. And so that's one of the things that I'm currently struggling with, is finding sponsorships or adding some kind of revenue service so I can get to the next stations. One thing that I do not do is I do not charge the different firehouses a fee to go film. My goal is to get there to show them off. And many of the fire, EMS, and police stations, they're struggling already. Why would I charge them a certain fee for what I do to film that? I will try to get it on the back end. It takes a little bit longer to do that. But the films that we are doing, a half hour, 45-minute film, if you had a production company come out to do that, you're looking at anywhere from a $5,000 to $10,000 bill up front for a production company to come film these stations. I do not charge them at all. But with that being said, I need sponsorships to help me. And those sponsorships then kind of help back. The biggest sponsorship that I have right now is Aura Digital Securities. If you've ever seen my links below, it's in there. What that is, it's a monthly charge to have your data protected. It protects many of your things, such as your cell phone, your computers. You can have a VPN. It protects your passwords. It's a really good service. I got it on real early. I want to say within the first year of me doing this and me traveling. I needed a protection for all of my technology. And Aura Digital Securities is one of my sponsors. So go ahead and check them out in the link below. See if it works for you. You can do a family plan, individual plan, lots of different things. I highly recommend it. I've had it for the last 4 years. I now have my kids on it. It's a fantastic tool. I've also done other sponsorships like the Paramedic Coach, XD Cuffs. I've done Capno Spot, which is a great product. If you've never seen that, check out the video for that also. The Capno Spot is for needle decompressions. XD Cuffs are phenomenal. I've done, let's see, Tactical X-Men, which they sent me a vest, and I've done a review of a tactical vest. Some of you guys had some, things to say about that, video, but I gotta pay the bills, and that's really the only way I can pay the bills is to get these kind of sponsorships. With that being said, I'm always looking for more sponsorships or partnership to get me to those next levels so I can go ahead and travel to the West Coast. I want to hit California. I want to hit Washington and Oregon, Utah, all those different things. But again, I need to pay for the travel and stuff like that. So I got to build up that revenue service. Other ways that I try to, build up our service are obviously the gifts that you guys can do. You can give me, a $5 donation or whatever you feel, dollar donation. I don't care. Those things really do go a long ways. I appreciate it. If you've seen a couple of my last videos, a couple people have done that. Big shout out to them. And then I also have a membership page that you guys can join for a monthly fee. It's like $4, maybe $5 a month. That's basically $1 per video that I put out. Are my videos worth $1 for you to watch? If so, that's awesome. Just go ahead and join the membership, and then that will also help me continue on. I have just about 99,000 subscribers, and if everybody would either become a member or do a $1 donation per video, that would really go a long ways for me to travel to the next places. Because the travel that we plan on doing as we continue to build we're going to go to the UK, we're going to go to Australia, we're going to go to Germany, we're going to go to Canada and Mexico and Costa Rica, but we also want to hit all 50 states. I've been back to a couple of states a number of times, mainly because I live in Michigan, so I grew up in Michigan, my parents still live there. I go back there a couple times because it's easy for me and it's cheap because I have a place to stay and my parents usually feed me. So that's one of the things that we do when we build the channel and to bring the videos to you guys and highlight who you are. We have currently on my list of requests to go see over 300 different stations over the US, Canada, and the UK and Germany. So what I've done is I've transitioned in from cold calls to different stations to try to get there. I only go to your station by invite. So if you're interested in Heroes Next Door coming to see you, what I need from you is an email at watchheroesnextdoor@gmail.com. What you need to state is your current location and address so I can, map it out. I need to know who are the contacts that are going to be involved in this, whether it's your chief, whether it's a president, marketing director, PIO, whatever. I need their information. I would like a little brief history of what the station is, how it came about, and then also I want to know what you guys want to highlight. It's very important for me to highlight the things that you guys want to highlight, whether it's your rescue, whether it's your boat, whether it's your brush truck. That's really what I'm trying to do, is highlight the things for you guys. I also try to promote, when I'm there, if you watched any of the videos, people to join and stop by and help you out. So that's what I need. If you're ever interested in Heroes Next Door coming to see you, drop me an email. I'll put the link below in this video called watchheroesnextdoor@gmail.com. Send me that email and we can try to start coordinating it and start from there. But I will not do any cold calls any longer. That takes a lot of red tape out of the way. And I will get you on the schedule as soon as I can. If you have the ability to put me up, that could bump you up a little bit more. If you don't, that's okay. I'll eventually get to you, but that's how the whole process works. As I end this, I want to say thank you so much for encouraging me and the crew from Heroes Next Door to continue on. If you haven't done it yet, and I know there's a lot of people out there that watch the channel that haven't subscribed, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification so you don't miss anything. It really makes a big difference. It helps YouTube push it out to the people that are interested in it. I know not every episode is interesting, but some of the episodes are pretty cool. I want to encourage you to join the members page if possible. That really helps us out and get to the next ones. I really want to send out a final heartfelt thank you to everyone that watches the channel. I hope you enjoy what's going on. We have so much more to come in the next year and beyond that it's hard to even explain what we want to do. But again, our goal is hit all 50 states and beyond. Heroes Next Door worldwide and bring that to you. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay safe, take care of each other.